So if you guys can see that blue down there, that means I think we're cooking. The pilot light is on. Now I'm gonna just dial this up to warm. I think the burner came on. Or the pilot light increased anyway. See that? Let's turn it up from warm to something higher. 250. I don't see anything going on as of yet. Maybe it takes a bit. Oh yeah, something clicked and off it went. Oh, that's the reason I can't move that plate, is because it's right underneath the burner. So this looks like it's going to be a sweet ass stove here, guys. I don't know. I like it. Now, I didn't entirely check underneath for any leaks, but that's because it's pretty much impossible to do so, unless you want to take the entire unit apart. So, gonna have to trust on that. But how are we doing on this leak over here? That's the only one I'm really concerned about that I've found. See that? Yeah, that's gotta be fixed before I put this guy into commission. Its burner's still on. Nice. This guy I don't have to worry about because I will not be using this setup full time, but I will have to. It's not even leaking on this side of the oven, it's leaking on this connector here. So that's got to be, yeah, that's not an issue, but this guy will be right here. So I'll have to repair this somehow, and then stuff will be good. I won't be wasting any gas and causing any possible leaks. And man, that means I have an oven, propane oven, and stovetop now. That is sweet. So now I can go ahead and fix up this top plate, paint it, fix it, because it looks super nasty, and that's no good. So that's cool. So I'm gonna shut the door on the stove, and then I believe I can shut the pilot right off with this switch. So let's try that. So let's go back to, there's pilot on. I guess you'd leave it on that. But if I go to off, I just heard a click. So let's see if that disabled the pilot light as well. And it did. Excellent. So we know that works. I like it. I like it so far. So that's good news, guys. We're getting some progress here. Now it still looks kind of rusty, dirty, but really that will be covered up by the top. You won't even see that. But I do have to fix this nonsense going on over here. And actually, while the propane's hooked up, I'm going to see if I can just crank that a little tighter than what it is to see if I can fix it. I'll be back. Alright guys, so actually all I had to do was take 2 wrenches and crank this bad boy nice and snug, and then I just reapplied some of the solution, and problem solved. I like it. I'm gonna watch it. Other than that, I'm gonna leave the pressure on, but this is still leaking over here, which I don't like. I don't like doing that. So this looks okay so far. Really good. Just needed a little snugging up, because I guess if you're traveling around, stuff likes to back off from vibrations, so which makes sense. So now I can I think Pierre told me if I take steel wool to this enamel and then hit it with some flat black high temp paint again, which I'm gonna have to buy some now. Well, maybe I have some here I can dig out. But I need like a nice spring summer day to do this. Somewhere, you know, it's nice and hot outside, and then I can scrape this down and then hit it with some paint. That would be the best option, so I'll probably end up having to do that. So that's cool. This worked out good. Happy about that. Other than that, and we'll check this a few more times before I shut the propane off, but it looks good. So I'm going to trust it, and I'm going to shut this propane off. And I'm super happy about that find. Sweet! That means everything's working. Pilot light's easy to light, and it doesn't do anything crazy on me, so that's a good thing. Let's go check the solar in the other room. We're sitting at 13.3 still. I want to see if our temps, the electric heating mat, brought the temp up yet. It's sitting at 51%, and its display's gone shitty on that side. It's bringing in 10 amps. Holy shit. So we're at 91% capacity, and we're still at 1 degree Celsius, which is not ideal. So, but then again, I'm starting from a dead cold up in here again, guys, so there you go. So it was pretty handy to have that little propane tank sticking around in here. That's a good thing. And I'm just going to let that propane slowly dissipate, because I do have 2 heat sources going, and now that I changed this direct vent fireplace to bringing in oxygen from inside the tiny house, that means that could possibly suck in some of those propane fumes into the burner, which is not good. That's why I wanted to keep any, you know, I had to keep everything a test down to the bare minimum of time, because if you let that go, you could be in trouble. And then my wood stoves, I think it's dying right down on me here. Oh yeah. That is that alcohol I put on there. Yeah, it's nasty. Then I got a big hunk of tree in there. So we'll just keep that shut for now. Other than that, guys, that is sweet. I'm glad I got that fixed. So now, positioning. I need to build some type of stand for this guy. And he will be located kind of right here next to the... Now, it looks like I'm going to be moving my elliptical over here, which kind of makes... I had it there a few times, like I moved it back and forth a few times. So I think I'm going to move the elliptical over here, move the stove here, and then build it up so it's flush with this cabinet here. And then I can run the gas line over, up and over into the other room there. That's not a big deal. But yeah, this guy's gonna have to just go like right here, kind of. And it kind of sucks, but that's the way it is. Ellipticals are cool, and they work good. And I need to get on it a lot more, but they take up a hell of a lot of space, especially in a tiny house, guys. But that's my go-to anyway. Haven't had any ice leakage or anything, because I think what I'm going to do, possibly today when I'm here, is I'm going to see this line going out here, guys. I'm going to bust a hole through the side of the tiny house, run a piece of PEX out there, but with a shut-off, and I'm going to put a T on as well, and then that T will be connected to the pump, and that shut-off valve will remain closed the majority of the time, but when we're in winter drain season, that valve will be open, and any moisture that does come through here will just piss out the exit. Hopefully. But it shouldn't happen again, because I have my electric mat wrapped around the tubing. It's been there since I installed it. Works good. stops any moisture from building up and making an ice dam. So yeah, that's kind of important.